A couple of months ago, I almost gave up on content creation. I had no idea what I was doing, and I basically just hit a creative wall. But a couple months later, here I am, starting Instagram again. Since giving Instagram one more chance, I've studied how Reels work, and I've reached 100K profile visits again. I did it once before, and now I've done it again. I've also had a couple of Reels take off, so I wanted to make a video on what I've learned. I've also gotten questions before on why I started doing this. You know, like, Haley, why did you want to start content creation? Haley, why did you start uploading Reels? And it's actually a little bit of a funny story. I began posting in November of 2025, and I was posting just Snapchat footage, but I was wanting to share my journey with fitness, and then when I became a Christian, I thought, oh, maybe I could make videos on that as well. I noticed that the videos got attention. Now, it wasn't much back then, it was like between 500 and 1,000 views, but I noticed that they were doing okay, and I was getting profile visits, and that made me think, wow, maybe I can make this work somehow. And from learning and observing, things have just improved significantly. So I'm still kind of new to the whole content creation world. I've been watching YouTube basically for 12 years now, and I've also followed content creators on Instagram. So I'm still new to this. I'm by no means an expert, but I still wanted to give advice on stuff that I have personally learned. Point number 1, stop treating every single reel like a masterpiece. One of the first things I struggled with content creation was, oh, is this good enough? Are people gonna like this? And I just would never start. So the best advice I can give is to just upload, just start, just post something, even if you think that it's not, you know, your best work. Because Instagram rewards consistency, consistently uploading reels, consistently posting. And if a reel flops, that's okay. That's just part of the content creation process. Some more advice that I can give is find your niche. Basically, the problem that you're trying to solve. For me, my niche is Christian content, fitness, and self-improvement. Golden 3 pillars. And I make content around that. And the best part is that those things are kind of endless. Point number 2, the first 3 seconds are the most important. People decide within 3 seconds whether they want to stay on your video or keep moving on to the next one. One thing that's helped me is adding hooks to my reels. Usually just people, stopping to read the text or whatnot. And it's been proven quite effective for me. When I started posting more, I realized that not every single reel got a lot of attention. So one thing I do once the reel's been up for about 24 hours is I check the analytics. I see how many seconds people were watching. I check and see how many shares, how many saves, because Instagram rewards that much more than likes. I want to tell you guys about a little thing called watch time velocity, the new gold standard of Instagram. If your content gets rewatched or shared immediately after posting, you're looking at 3 times more the amplification of the post. That's also why collection saves are so important on Instagram, because it tells the algorithm that your content is worth coming back to. Point number 3, make content that people can connect with and relate to. So on my Instagram, I post fitness content and Christian reels. I became a Christian about a year ago now, and it's been absolutely life-changing. And I've felt really happy making content that has connected with people. Another thing I learned is that people don't just follow content, they follow people, aka the person behind the camera. And that's why I think doing a fitness journey and Christian content is so beneficial. Because people can just follow your journey. They see how your videos improve, how you evolve as a creator, the the quality of your content, etc. Recently, I looked back at my very first reels when I was first uploading in November of 2025. And then it was just raw Snapchat footage. There wasn't much editing, there wasn't any text on the screen, just raw Snapchat footage and maybe some music over it. So just watching that evolve over time, just for me, has been awesome. And also just for people who follow me, you know, they can look back and see just the progression of how I've improved. Part 4, don't be afraid to have a personality. As you guys know, I have lots of that. People don't just follow content, they follow people. There are thousands of fitness accounts, faith accounts, and self-improvement pages. The reason why someone follows you instead of someone else is because they connect with you. Don't be afraid to let your real personality show. For a while, I felt like I had to act a certain way on camera, but the more comfortable I became just being myself, the more I enjoyed creating, and I think viewers can tell when you're genuine. It's okay to be funny or a little bit awkward. Some of my clips are ones where I'm joking around or trying something creative, like pretending to be a news anchor or talking to my camera. Those moments make your content feel human. Part 5, study what works. So I have done this by listening to business podcasts on Instagram and social media, because I also do want to eventually expand to not just YouTube, but also TikTok and other platforms. I've heard from other reel creators that they used to post 3 times in the beginning. I tried that, I got a little bit burnt out, so now I just stick with posting 1 reel a day. And it has made such a huge difference for my account. Also, look at your best performing reel. I will put mine up on the screen right now. You can see the likes, shares, saves, and basically just graphs of how long people watched. It's all there. So always make sure that you check those. Also, I am constantly inspired by watching other Christian content creators or other creators that are doing something quite similar to me, just within my niche. It helps with content ideas or just seeing what works. So definitely observing other people is very, very important. All this to say, I'm still learning. I'm nowhere near where I want to be in the future. I just wanted to document my journey. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys want to subscribe, button is down below. Please give this video a like, it really does help the channel out. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!